Look, there is a term that maybe you heard of. It's called a film bro. Who is that? It's someone who doesn't shut the fuck up about movies. And if he is talking about movies, then he's probably talking about one of these movies right here. These are some of the film bro movies. And when I see the list of these movies, I just get a tingly sensation in throughout my whole body. So I am a film bro. And so are you. You can enjoy whatever you want. So I had an idea to rank these bitches and tell you exactly what movies deserve your attention and your time. And there's gonna be some hot takes in this one. So grab your popcorn because this is gonna be a wild ride. So let's start right away. Here are all the film bro movies from the top of my head, just marinating in their own sauce, and I'm the chef that is about to cook them. Let's start right off with the first film, The Big Lebowski. Now, as always, I am brutally honest with you guys. And honestly, when I first saw this film, I thought it was kind of shit. It was one of those experiences that was kind of ruined because of all the hype that is always surrounded with this film. But then I gave it a second watch, and on my second watch, I kind of let my guards down, and I finally got it. Like the whole point of the character dude, like he is the dude. He is what he is, and he doesn't need to change. That is the whole point about him. He is you and he is me. He is not your typical hero. And I guess I kind of appreciate it a lot more now that I understand all of that. But I do still think this is not one of Coen Brothers' best movies. So I will put it in the A tier. Next one. Now this is the shit. Fargo. I completely understand people who don't like this film. It's a very specific comedy that you either get it and vibe with it, or you don't get it and you hate it. Now I am a sucker for dark comedies, and this movie is a perfect combination of dark comedy and sarcasm. And I just love it. And if I ever rearrange my top 4 on Letterboxd, this movie is probably gonna be there. This is, in my opinion, the best Coen Brothers film, and I love it. So it's an S tier. Go check it out if you haven't already. And just like Big Lebowski, there is no 100% guarantee you will like this film. But still, go check it out. Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. Literally the first thing that I said on my honeymoon. This movie is definitely the product of its own time, but the looks, the music, it's just a fucking iconic film that losers like me quoted even to this day. If this movie was remade today, what are the chances that it would be better? Like, there's no fucking chance. That is just how legendary this film is. And I simply love it. The pacing, the action, the characters, and the world is your statue placement, just perfection. And the ending, dude, I love it. This is an easy S tier, in my opinion. Next one, The Shining. This is rough. Like, on all aspects, this is a very well-made film. But story-wise, especially compared to the book, is very simplified. I really do need to see this film again, but I just know that the book deals a lot more with alcoholism and addiction, and this film just kind of skips over that. And it does a poor job of portraying that Jack actually loves his family. But overall, it's a great film, not one of my favorite movies from Kubrick, and this might be a hot take, but it's a B tier in my opinion. Next one, Taxi Driver. Oh, fuck me. Look, guys, I promise you, I tried really hard to like this film. Now, I don't want to sound like a hater of this film. I really didn't hate it, but it's just a hard fucking movie to watch. It feels at times like a 3 hour film. And the pacing is just horrible, in my opinion. And I'm a Scorsese fan. I like the rough vibe of this film, the dirty, dark streets of New York. You can almost fucking taste it. Like that's really good. But I just don't think the movie portrays the hate of the main character really well to justify what he does in the movie. Like, you as a viewer are completely disconnected from this character, and which is a shame because it's a story about a war veteran that has an identity crisis. But I just always have a hard time connecting with this film. I just can't explain why, but I will definitely rewatch it one day. But for now, I'm putting it in the B tier because I really do believe it's a well made film and there's something to get out of it, but it's not as special as one might want it to be. Maybe because we have a lot more similar films nowadays. I don't know. Write your thoughts down below. Next one, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I just watched this film recently and I wasn't impressed. I just thought that the relationship in this movie was kind of shit, and the way it was presented was even fucking worse. I literally loved everything in this film besides those two main characters. I just think that the writing was sometimes off. Like, the way they communicate with each other just felt weird and unrealistic, and the romance, the relationship in general was just fucking awkward. Like, it was made in the early 2000s. Well, actually, the film was made in the early 2000s. It felt over the top just for the sake of presenting this relationship as something crazy. And the movie really didn't need that because the movie is good in general. It is so well made. And it deals with memories and what it means if you were to delete everything bad in your life. What would that mean for you? And these are just my thoughts from the first time I watched it, but for now I'm putting it in the B tier. Someone will think I'm a fucking hater ranking these. I only enjoy the French cinema because my farts smell like croissants and I'm better than you. Next one, Die Hard, one of the best Christmas movies out there. It has to be said. This film feels like a simplistic action movie, but it's really not. And if you are looking for an action movie, then this is just enough. I love the characters in this film. It's not one of my favorite films in this genre. Not Christmas movies, but more like action movies, I guess. But it just has endless rewatchability to it. But as time goes on, or every like 2 months, I feel like Die Hard with a Vengeance is a better film. So I'm very divided between those movies from time to time. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but all in all, this is an A tier in my opinion. Next one, Fight Club. Now this is gonna be a hot take, but when I first watched this film, I wasn't really impressed with it. I just didn't connect with this film as much as I thought I would be. Now, after I watched it for like 5 times, I like it, but I still do think it's a bit of a messy film. Like, it tries to say so many things. It tries to say something about modern masculinity, being a man in modern times, but then also about materialism and jobs, careers, freedom. And it just, by the end, it feels messy and it feels like it didn't say anything. But it's still a very quotable film. Like, it's basically a movie about quotes. It's definitely one of those movies that you can analyze for hours, but I don't think it's an S tier. It's an A tier in my book. Next one, The Social Network. Now, this is one of those movies that people have praised to the moon and back. And I watched it and I don't understand why. It's definitely good. I like it, but as a biopic, it definitely felt a bit dry. Like, I like this film mostly for Andrew Garfield, and it definitely feels like this movie is more focused on his character than Mark. I'm really curious what you guys think about this film. Do you really think it deserves the hype that this movie is surrounded with? I think it's an okay biopic film, but it's definitely nothing special. I don't know, it doesn't really deserve the hype that it has, but you can form your own opinion. For me, currently, it's a B tier. Next one, No Country for Old Men. Now, this film deserves all the praise that it is getting. It is gritty, it is raw, it's not fair, it's unique in almost every single aspect. And I absolutely love the characters in this film. Javier Bardem, he is amazing, iconic role in this film. However, my only flaw with this film is that the pacing gets a little too slow from time to time. I had to squeeze it into the S tier. I might change my opinion, but for now, it stays in the S tier. Next one, 2001 A Space Odyssey. Now, this film is still in my top 4 on Letterboxd. And I know, you don't like it. It's too slow. It's pretentious. I know, but I still think this is one of the most thought-provoking existential crisis type of a film. It feels and looks bigger than itself. It's more of an experience than it is a film, if that makes any sense. It's an easy must watch in my opinion. But I totally understand that some people just don't vibe with it, and that's fine, but for me, it's an S tier. Next one, Goodfellas. Now, you know what's interesting? After years now, I'm very much divided between Goodfellas and Casino. I think the story in this film is more rich, but Casino has is a lot more straightforward, and the characters are a bit more interesting. I don't know, at least that's what I picked on my first watch, but it's quotable, it's endlessly rewatchable, and it's almost perfect, but let's not kid ourselves, the pacing can get painfully slow at times. I really don't know why, but I don't want to put it in the S tier. I guess because there's another mob film I would rather watch than this one, which we will get to later. Let's put it in the A tier this time and see how many people unsubscribe. Next one, Kill Bill. There was a time when I considered this movie as one of my favorite movies of all time. In fact, I considered Tarantino as one of my favorite movie directors of all time. But as I watched a lot more movies, I have kind of grown to hate his movies. Like, the man has no bad movies, but it's usually style over substance. And I definitely hate the fact that he straight up steals movies. Like, when you see the movies that these films are inspired by, it's more than obvious he steals these movies or scenes or whatever, combines them all together and calls them his own movie. Like, it's not original. Knowing that kind of ruins the experience for me. Or having seen that ruins the experience for me. So all in all, Kill Bill is a fun movie. I still have fun watching it, but I just don't vibe with it as I used to do. So it is a B tier film, in my opinion. Next one, Saving Private Ryan. This is probably one of Steven Spielberg's best movies. Like, even today, it's hard to find a better made war film. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying they're not better movies, better war movies than this one, but it's hard to find a better made war film than this one. Like, the scenes, the effects, the look, it's just fantastic, brutal, raw. There's something very raw about this film that I just can't explain it. It is probably one of the most immersive war movies of all time, but it's not as a good anti-war film as it tries to be. And with all that said, even though it deserves an S tier, I will put it in the A tier this time. Next one, The Dark Knight. I know it's hot right now to hate this film. But you know what? Fuck you. It's an incredible film. It has one of the best villains in the whole fucking movie history. Whether this is the best Batman movie, that is a debate for another time. I'm just judging it for what it is, and what it is a legendary film that is very well written, in my opinion. It's an easy S tier. Feel free to disagree with me. It's not without flaws, but I just love watching it. Next one is Seven. Now, I have seen this film like 1,000 times. And weirdly enough, my opinion didn't change much since the first time that I've seen this film. I think it's an amazing, gritty thriller and mystery, but I just think it's a little too predictable. And I didn't really like the ending as much as some people. Now, I am not a hater of this film, but there are just better films in this genre than this one. And for me, it's a B tier. Next one, The Godfather. God. I wish I was Peter Griffin right now. I really do, but I'm not that guy. I'm the fucking guy that actually loves this film. That's just my honest answer about it. I love this film. In fact, I strictly remember this is one of the first movies that I have seen, that I remember seeing and thinking, wow, movies can be so much more. They can feel like novels and shit. It is such a beautifully written film. There are some slow parts. In fact, there are some parts that could be cut out from the film. But it doesn't change my opinion on it. It's an S tier and always will be, probably. Next one, Rocky. Honey, this is still in my top 4 movies on Letterboxd. Still. If you ever felt like you were not in a right place in your life, or not where you're supposed to be, and no matter what you do, you cannot achieve or change that position. And if you had just one chance, you would literally do anything for that one chance. And I don't know, this movie will speak to you if you are in that place right now, or if you were in that place in life. And I believe many people are, let's be honest. It's a film that flows beautifully. Characters are flawed but feel real. I just love it. It's an easy S tier in my opinion. Next one, Drive. How can you even fucking ask me about this film? This is humans' greatest achievement after the pyramids. This is what art is supposed to be. I already said in my last video. Do you see this poster right here? When I can't get a boner, I look at this poster. And it works. I wish this film didn't have flaws, but it does. Sometimes the conversations feel very robotic and unnatural, but the movie still has one of the best movie lines in the history of humankind.
Now that is one motherfucking fine-ass pussy mobile motherfucker.
With all that said, it's an A-tier film. This is the type of film that people will fucking annoy you to watch it, but then after you watch it, you will like it just like the rest of us. Next one, Jaws. This is the type of film that knows what it needs to be and does everything right. Like, it is the greatest film in this genre. I simply cannot imagine watching one day a remake of this film. Like, it simply cannot work as well as this film. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, honestly. So S tier all day, baby. Next one, American Psycho. You cannot find a more entertaining thriller film than this one. Like, that's impossible. It's endlessly rewatchable, endlessly quotable, endlessly enjoyable. It's just a fantastic film. And did you know that for this part, Christian Bale actually killed 2 hookers? It's a true story, look it up. I have this crazy urge to watch this film every 2 months. Like, I can't explain. He's literally me. Sorry. Anyway, it's an S tier, easy. Next one, Inglorious Bastards. Now I watched this film like 3 or 4 times, and every time I say the same thing. This is one of my least favorite Tarantino films of all time. I don't know why. I get it's just a little too comical. The villain is great. The pacing is horrible in this film, in my opinion. My only wish is that this movie continued with what it set up in those opening scenes. It was very tense, very thrilling. But after those opening scenes, the movie slowed down, introduced a bunch of forgettable characters, and I don't know, it lost some of that soul from the beginning. And I'm sure I'm not the only person to think this. I mean, the villain is amazing, but in my opinion, it's a B tier film. Next one, Mad Max Fury Road. I watched this film twice. I definitely want to rewatch it sometime soon, but I never thought this film was anything more than a mindless action movie. And the worst part is it lacked any meaningful plot. However, it is still very well made. The pacing is incredible. The visuals are so over the top, yet they feel so realistic and dangerous, and I can't really explain it, but it's just so captivating. I love the film, but it's definitely not one of my favorite films. It is another B tier. Next one, Inception. Now, this movie cemented Christopher Nolan as a fucking genius director. It's a high concept done right, and it somehow managed to be more than a high concept action film. And I really love it for that. I definitely need to rewatch it to find some flaws in this film, but I'll put it this time in the S tier. Next one, Interstellar. Now, this is fucking interesting. This used to be one of my favorite movies of all time. And after seeing it for like 1,000 times, now I understand more the hate for this film than the love for this film. It's a Nolan film that is incredibly well made with breathtaking visuals. Like story-wise, it doesn't really work, especially the third act, which kind of falls apart. The film over-explains itself, and it tries to say by the end that love is the most important thing in the world, and that love transcends space and time, and that shit just doesn't work in my book. It didn't need that all, so it is far from an S tier, but the acting in this film is phenomenal, so I never feel like I hate watching the film. So I will put it in the A tier. Next one, The Matrix. This is a legendary film, and there's one scene in this film that I remember watching as a kid that scared the shit out of me. I vividly remember watching this scene, and it is this scene. I really love the film. It's a high concept that still gets us thinking even to this day. I do, however, think that just like Interstellar, it kind of over-explains itself. Like, if I remember correctly, it tries to say that the machines are using humans as batteries or some shit. I just remember it not making much sense, but the film works either way, but I don't think I can put it in the S tier. It's an A tier for now. I wonder if I will ever change this list. I might update it in a year or two, who knows. Subscribe to see that shit. Next one, The Departed. Now, this is one of my favorite Scorsese films of all time. It is just so enjoyable, and the performances are incredible. Mark Wahlberg being an asshole, that cures some part of my brain every time I watch it. Now, I know this is a remake, and the original film is, I believe, a Japanese film, which I haven't seen, but I still love this film, and it has one of the best casting out of all modern movies. Like, it's that good. In my opinion, it's an easy S tier. Next one, Reservoir Dogs. Now, this is a fantastic film, but I happen to see the movies this film was inspired by. And once again, I fucking realized that Tarantino does fucking nothing except steal other movies for the most part. But it is still an enjoyable film, and I like a tight script in a tight place. Basically everything tight. So it's an A tier for now. Next one, Blade Runner. I fucking hate this film. I watched this film a long time ago and I remember being really angry at it because it had such a cool concept, but it was boring as fuck. The story was painfully slow, the villain was dumb, and it just lacked anything meaningful for me to latch onto and say that I like the film. I definitely need to rewatch it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this movie really that good? Does it deserve all this hype that it is surrounded by? I don't think so, at least for now. It's just way too serious for its own good, and it just feels so pretentious to me. It is the first C tier in my opinion. Next one, Wolf of Wall Street. This is probably the most fun 3-hour movie you could watch right now. This film is just endlessly rewatchable. It's just so fun, and I love literally everyone in this film. I think, however, they could have presented this story a bit more negative, if that makes any sense. But I still love this film. I definitely need to buy it on 4K. Not because of certain scenes. Not because of that, you fool. It's because of other reasons. So I will put it in the A tier. It doesn't really change the perspective of life. It's not that grand of a fucking film. It's just a lot of fun. And we have 2 more Tarantino movies. Django. Now this is definitely one of Tarantino's best movies out of all time. This is one of those movies that I don't mind if they were only style over substance, because it is such a good revenge story, in my opinion. It's just very effective. Definitely love the film as it is, but it's not in the top 2 Tarantino films, in my opinion. So it's an A tier. But one of the best Tarantino films is this one right here. Pulp Fiction. Easy S tier. I love this film. It is Tarantino at his best. Probably his best script, his best action, dialogues, concept. It is also one of rare films of his that actually have a meaningful story. And that is it. The list is complete. I know I'm definitely missing some films. Comment down below what films would you like to see next time, because we're definitely doing this again. So what do you think? Do you agree with this list? What are your thoughts? Leave them down below and subscribe to see part 2 and to see more amazing content. Like this video for more and follow me on Letterboxd to see every single thing that I watch. I need a drink, and you do too.